And well met. Welcome to episode 20-something of the Westgate Irregulars campaign. Aha! I am Eric Scott DB, the DM of this campaign. Thank you so much for coming with us. We are once again doing our split campaign thing. We have split the party because that always goes well. This group, we have not decided exactly what this group is called. Some people call us the home team. Some people call us Team Witch Hut. Some people call us Team Power Seeking. Some people call us Team Power 9000. But the point is, this is the group that's in Westgate, or at least they start off in Westgate. We'll see where they go from here. Before I kick it over to my other players, I want to take a moment to tell you all that we are participating in raising funds for the International Rescue Committee for the crisis in Ukraine. They have so far raised $177,454,000. No, sorry, I read the number wrong. $177,454.07. And I mixed up the million because there are 3 million refugees who have fled Ukraine and need our help. So we have our own modest goal of $500. We've so far raised $385. If we can hit 500 today, that would be amazing. So there's a link down in the doobly-doo if you have some money to kick their way. If you do a !charity, that will pop a link into the chat to figure out where to donate as well. So thank you. And on that note, take it away, Erin.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga. And I play Tsetseliya, who is going through some kind of crisis. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about our sponsor real quick. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, which includes Frida, Havilar, and Mahan from the Brimstone Angels saga. Woo! The game is available for PC and Mac, on Steam and Epic, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. If you pop the code at the bottom of the screen into your game, you will get an Electrum Chest of your very own. So if you've come over here from Idle Champions, welcome, welcome. Grab your code and stick around. And as always, if you still don't know what I'm talking about, get yourself over to idlechampions.com and find out more.
It's real fun.
Now it's Emily's turn. You're muted though.
Hi, I'm Emily Tang. I'm a writer and game designer at Wizards of the Coast. Disclaimer, all thoughts and opinions expressed in this stream are my own and do not represent Wizards of the Coast. And I'm playing Keyleth Amikir and a very own necromancer.
And hi, I'm Rainey Henderson, and I play Rogar Battlebairn, a dwarf cleric.
Awesome. All right. Well, on that note, we will begin. And when last we left it, since we realized that the recap that you all saw was recapping from the other group, when last we left this group, they were on the hunt for a new potential patron for Tsetseliya, because she has been stripped of her warlock powers. Witch powers, not warlock powers. I'm going to get that one right. And she's looking around for more patrons. Each option seems worse than the last. And finally, she decided to call it a day. So when you wake up, you're in a dream. You know you're in a dream because obviously you're older than 8 years old. But in your dream, you're 8 years old.
Question. Who's having this dream?
Tsetseliya is.
Okay. I thought we were all working.
All 8 years old?
Tsetseliya is having the dream.
Okay.
You're 8 years old and your knee hurts from where you skinned it earlier in the day. And your jaw also aches from where you were fighting earlier in the day. You don't recall exactly what incident this might have been. It could be any number of incidents.
There's a lot of choices.
But you are sitting next to the fire, which has grown small and guttering down to just a few embers and some crackles. And you see Lazar sitting at his table nearby. Ah, Ilya, you make choices. You always make these choices that I do not approve of. You should really learn to control yourself. You will never get anywhere if you make choices just with your feelings, not with your mind. And he's working on something.
Yeah.
It seems to be a green crystal of some kind that he's carefully chipping away at with some kind of pick, like he's carving a gemstone. You have anything to say for yourself?
What I would like to say is something along the lines of, well, like you, because I don't think he's being the cold, logical individual he thinks he is. I think he puts his feelings in a lot of stuff. At 8, I don't know if I have the ability to keep my mouth shut, but it's also a dream, so
Yeah, well,
I
you're
don't
8 in
want
the
to say it out
dream,
loud.
but not actually 8. You are still yourself in the dream,
Yeah.
but also 8.
But I can
In the
tell
way
this
of
is a
dreams.
dream.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna look at him and be like, "You're dead."
Yes, I'm sure you wish that many, many times.
What are you doing?
Oh, you see soon enough. He holds up the green crystal and it sparkles in the firelight. And he says, You make a little bit too much progress. You drive too much suspicion. You draw too much attention to yourself. You're not listen to me. You not take my advice. And so, but it's all right. You are ambitious like your father.
But you don't want me to be.
Oh no, I want you to be ambitious. I want you to gather power because I have use for you. Well, maybe that's not exactly it. And then he's standing in front of you in the dream, and he pokes the crystal into your forehead,
Oh.
and it just enters your flesh. You expect it to hurt, but it just enters your flesh like nothing. Like it's psychic into your forehead. And then you're sitting there just kind of stunned, and he's back at the table, and he's working on a piece of jewelry with that same green gemstone, or a piece of that green gemstone. And you realize that it's this headband. And he says, do not worry. Cleverness is a curse as much as a blessing. You do not need to be clever, just powerful. Power will be all that you require and all that I require from you. And then the crystal flares with this bright, blinding warmth, and you suddenly wake up covered in sweat in your witch hut.
Okay, that was awful.
So we can open up Roll20 and you can see the witch hut map if
There's
if
a
folks are
witch hut
interested.
map.
There's a witch hut map.
Wait, I've seen this map. Why am I excited? I was like, oh yeah, that's so cool. Wait, I've seen this. It is still so cool.
So,
I saw it before I went into Roll20. So.
Yep, you sit bolt upright in bed. Sarshan is there, perched on the end of the bed as he usually is. You think he might have been curled up, like a dog or a wolf, and then he sits up and he's like, "What? Are we under attack?"
No, I don't think so. No, that was. Oh my god, that was a terrible dream.
He puts his hands on your shoulders. He's like, "Are you all right? What happened? What sort of dream?"
I dreamt I was a kid again, and I was watching my dad make that. Is it the same headband that I got earlier?
Yes. You look down and you see clutched in your hand is the same headband that you had from earlier.
This thing's cursed, I'm pretty sure.
Your dad made that?
I maybe?
Well, if he made it, it's definitely cursed. because that man was a curse.
Yeah. I don't really remember that stuff happening. But it was like he took some weird crystal and stuck it in my brain.
That's very strange. He hugs you because he doesn't know what else to do. And he's like, it was just a nightmare, I'm sure. Unless it was, some repressed memory that's been sealed away by magic. I'm sure that's not the case, though. I'm sure it was just a nightmare.
Okay. If I look at this thing, man, there's no way for me to tell if it is cursed, is there?
Well, you see that one of the gemstones is definitely the same gemstone from your dream.
Did it remind me of the gemstone in the Shield Guardian?
A little bit.
Ugh, I don't like these revelations. Do you think I should put it on?
Maybe. That's the headband that makes you really, really smart, right?
Yeah. It just...
I put it on and my head mostly started hurting, but maybe if you put it on, something better will happen. Well, you see, I started thinking about things, and I just that's not my thing.
I want her to put this headband on, so I would appreciate fellow players help figure out a reason to do it, because honestly, I'm like, this dream makes me think this thing is cursed and it's trying to trick me to put it on, and then it's going to take over my brain.
Okay, well, Rogar and Caliph, you both heard the cries that Tsetseliya was making and are coming down the winding staircase. The staircase in this hut doesn't seem to obey the laws of physics exactly. It's a little bit strange, and it winds its way down to the floor. The ceiling is about 15 feet up.
Be careful, I haven't put handrails on that yet.
Whoa.
It has defied her every effort to put handrails
Sit down
on.
and scoot like a kid.
So yes, you are in this cozy, warm, it's actually very, very warm, particularly when you wake up and sweat from a terrible dream. Hut. It's kind of a mess, right? It reflects Tsetseliya's organizational strategy. Yeah. There's a skin of some sort of animal lying in front of a large fireplace. The crooked chimney climbs up to the second floor where there's another fireplace, a smaller fireplace. And then there are a number of hammocks and stuff up there, which is where Rogar and Caliph came from.
Okay, does Tsetseliya actually have a luxurious bearskin rug in front of a crackling fire there?
Yes.
I didn't ask what it was. I got it on a discount.
It's not a bear, though.
I just didn't get into it because they needed to put a rug there because there's still a little hole.
I thought it was a Sarshan edition, like
it.
he brought you home like a gift. Laying out, there's a
No, that's what all these
carcass.
heads are for. I can't decide if they're creepy, but I don't want to be rude.
Yes, on the central pillar there are 4 different heads of 4 different animals looking from each of the 4 directions.
Actually, are those something?
Oh, I see.
Do they have gemstones in their eyes that we need to like swap around?
Doesn't look like it.
I wonder, if I recall correctly, we ended the last session getting silly on Jeweled because a scary skeleton offered Tsetseliya a pact and it freaked her out. So it's possible that we have swapped all the eyes on those things just to make sure. And
put them in our own mouths,
puzzle.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw, by the way.
Oh, right, okay.
Thank you for reminding me about the getting silly on Jeweled thing.
Right, and you got a burner phone, right, from Merkel or whoever, or Jurgo, whoever it was.
Rogar,
20,
you are
yes.
very drunk.
Oh, that's surprising, but okay.
Drunk or hungover?
Yeah, Tsetseliya, you appear to have burned off all of the jewel that you drank, which is quite an accomplishment.
I
Caleb got a
am
9.
in-
Kaelith, you had like one glass of jeweled and you were like gone, just like
the
Don't turn the sun off, please.
floating.
just go throw a blanket over Caleb
Oh.
so she doesn't have to face the light. I think Tsetseliya is like bouncing off, like she's probably gotten like 3 hours of sleep tops, but the anxiety is keeping her going. So
I feel
it's
like-
fine. It's all fine.
I feel like
What?
you throw a blanket over Caleb, and she's just gonna go still and quiet.
Like a bird hunter.
So a couple other
Oh.
features of the witch hut. There's a work table right here, which has a book and some beakers on it.
Mhm.
There's kind of a cooking / eating table here, cupboard with some food stocks, a crude larder refrigerator sort of thing, which you're not entirely sure how that works. It has something to do with the witch magic, but inside that cupboard, it's always cold. Like a little bit of frost comes out every time.
Rogar
you
goes and
open that.
sticks his head in it for a little bit.
There is a green curtain pulled across an area of the hut that is bone, and in that area is the mercy closet. There's a
Oh.
Yeah,
a bathtub, and a little potty.
That
that's
was
the
a mercy.
bathroom we made out of the donkey tooth.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably should like heal you up, or at least get rid of your hangover.
Oh, thank God.
And there's a big mess of stuff over here.
Oh,
I
this-
mean, there's a big,
That's my storage solution, Marie.
there's a
Kondo,
lot of
thanks.
stuff over there, and it's very well organized. And there's the one bed that's just kind of like crammed up against one of the walls.
Caliph, can you tell if something's cursed?
Maybe?
Oh, do you think that jewel was cursed? Is that what happened?
I
Is
mean,
that my
not
dream
more
attack?
than normal, but
Oh
and
no, it's
you
the
Rogar,
tiger.
you can wipe a curse, right?
Yes?
Basically, you'd cast an identify spell, or
Do you have
you'd
that?
use some other magic that has a similar effect that like reveals something about an item.
I can remove a curse.
All right. I used to know how to do that, but
What? What is cursed?
Well, actually, Tsetseliya, when you were staring down at the thing, it was the green gem was definitely glowing when you first started looking at it, but now it is normal again. You can see a little bit of gleam in the firelight.
I had a weird dream about this headband, and I woke up holding it. And the
Oh.
dream makes me think I should put it on, but that's what a cursed object would tell you.
What happened in the dream?
I was a kid, and I was sitting and watching my dad making this, or making. He was making like a crystal to start
Uh-huh.
with, and then he said I was making too much progress. I was like getting too clever or something, and then he shoved the crystal in my head.
Oh.
And then he was there again, and he was making this headband, and the crystal was in the headband. I don't remember any of that happening, but as established previously, my dad liked to wipe people's memories. So
Maybe
What is
he
the headband supposed to do?
took the stuff out of your head and put it on the headband, whatever it was that he.
it's a headband of intellect.
Oh.
So it makes you smarter or gives you a headache.
How about, well, I mean, if you think it's cursed, how about you put it on, and then if you start acting like you're cursed, we'll just take it off you.
Hi.
Okay.
And I can revive you from death within 1 minute. So worst case.
Hey, okay. I'm gonna like just kind of go over to Caliph and just be like, look, just if you have to, if it's put this on, it turns me into a horrible monster, and you have to kill me. Just make sure that Sarshan is on the other side of the pillar, because he's gonna flip out.
Well,
Yeah, you hear Sarshan like doing something with the cooking pots and pans, like he's trying to get food together.
So let's
Sarsha, do
this
you
real-
think you could make a triple batch? We're all really hungry.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Trying to keep him occupied.
I caught 3 rabbits this morning. I'll definitely cook those up for you. Oh wait, I can't do the fire. Does anyone know how to make fire without magic? I'll
Oh,
figure
there's
it
a
out.
fire in the fireplace. Just
Oh, good
Okay.
idea, Tsetseliya.
Oh, there you go.
okay. Okay, so we'll just oh shoot.
Okay.
We'll just move over here. Move over here.
We can also just like, as you put it on, put a dagger between your head and the band, just so like if things start going bad, we can just like and cut it.
Okay. Because okay, I don't know if a dagger can cut this thing, because it seems pretty sturdy, but
Scissors? Oh wait, what is the headband actually made of? I thought it was cloth.
it's metal.
Never
No,
mind.
it's like a
Yeah.
metal headband. Like, what kind of are you using that dagger we found down in the crypts?
Yeah, it's
spooky,
nice and
spooky
sharp
dagger.
and pretty. And it sets people's life.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one more favor, Kalith. If I
Looks
turn
like
into a
black
horrible
glass.
monster and you have to put me down so that Rogar can resurrect me, let Rogar resurrect me. Don't raise me as one of your ghoulish soldiers.
It didn't cross my mind because I
Don't
know
lie
your
to me.
differences.
All right, let's try this thing. I'm gonna like put it on very carefully. I wish I had a headband to put on. That would be fun. All right.
Hey, you put it on.
Are you smarter?
Well,
How do
Am
you
I
know if you're
smarter?
smarter?
at first, nothing happens.
I just feel like me.
You just feel like you.
Yeah.
You
And I'm
see,
plenty smart, so it's fine.
you see fire kind of flare up from near the fireplace, and Sarshan is holding a burning stick, and he's like, "Haha! I have found fire, and now I am on fire." Whoops!
Oh my god.
And it's then that the power hits you, and just
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden your mind just feels like it's expanding, exploding out into a much wider scope, and memories come flooding back into you, and thoughts and feelings, and like you remember very distinctly what it feels like to pound a hammer on an anvil, on a piece of metal on an anvil. You remember pricking your finger while you were trying to do very, very sensitive detail work. You remember etching runes into a device. Yeah, and you just remember all kinds of training that you just don't remember from your youth. All of it rushing back into you from this headband. And that green gemstone just
Oh, are you okay?
cracks. It just
I don't know. It's just very.
Are you cursed?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Ask me a moral quandary.
Okay. You're on a mine trolley going down this mine shaft. On ahead you see 5 dwarves, but you can pull the lever and turn it to the right, and you would only kill 1 dwarf. What do you do?
Why am I in a mine?
I don't know. This is the kind of things they taught us at the temple.
Okay, let's try another one. Hypothetically, is it okay to
Aye.
turn someone into a skin book if they say they're into it?
Oh, yes. Hypothermically.
I mean, I guess if you have consent.
I can't tell what's
Is this a hypothetical question?
totally hypothetical.
I don't want to be a skin book. Can we just make that clear?
Me neither. I don't know.
so your mind.
It's
is
okay.
running
Books
through-
don't
Is
want
that-
to be out of your skin anyways.
Your mind is running through all the various permutations and possibilities of either of those terrible things.
I think it's working.
Yep, your intelligence is now 19.
I feel like I'm never gonna sleep again. kind of I kind of remember the stuff that they were trying to teach me when I was a kid.
Oh, like to wash behind your
Like-
ears and.
No, but I mean, yeah. Like making magic items
Oh.
and infusing things, and I never thought about it because I wasn't very good at it. And anyway, it wasn't like I was going to be a Vermiani. Eventually my mom was going to come get me, but I kind of forgot. This is very weird.
Yep. And now you remember all of it.
Did he take all of this out of my head?
Oh, that's
Wow.
not
Wow. 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 Okay.
So it feels like there's something like kind of poking into you in the headband.
Yeah.
Like it's just a little uncomfortable.
Can you take the headband off to adjust it?
Sure. Like
Does it
your
come
mind.
off?
Yeah, well, your mind stays at the level
Okay.
that it was at because you're attuned to the headband.
Oh, okay.
But that little green gemstone that you saw in your dream,
Uh-huh.
there's a crack in it,
Right.
and as you're inspecting it, it just kind of dissolves and turns into little flecks of gemstone dust.
Huh. I feel like I should save this somehow. Can I? Do I own a broom? I do, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, I
There's
think
a
there's
broom
a broom in that pile.
in
In
that
the broom pile.
somewhere.
I would like to go kind of sweep it up and find a little jar to put it in, because whatever this is, it seems like it would be good to know.
Okay. Yeah, you have a bunch of little jars on your work table. And now that you're standing by your work table, you can see all of the potential in all the little pieces of devices that are on the table.
Where did I get this stuff? Just like
Starshin,
extra
who
bits.
is over here cooking stuff, he says, "Oh, yeah, you just picked up those things randomly. You said they seemed vaguely interesting, or you had me pick them up. I don't know. That's where they're from, though. They're just random
The
things that you picked up."
Okay, this like the house has certain aspects that it's kind of like the cold box. The house made that. I just wanted to know how much the house is smarter than me. But this stuff, okay, maybe I don't need to find. Maybe I could just do this. Maybe I could do this instead of being a warlock. That's an option.
Oh.
Maybe, I mean, really stunk at it, guys.
You realize
But-
that as you're talking, you've just been like putting things together on the table, just
Ooh,
without
I
really
don't
thinking
like-
about it.
Okay. Headband, we need to make a truce. I do things with my hands. You don't do things with my hands. I don't know. I might have to get used to this. Actually, guys, the thing that maybe this is the headband talking, but do we have a plan? Like what are we doing about the
Oh.
maybe we should all go back to bed.
That doesn't sound bad. Although I feel like maybe we'd lose a little time doing that.
Sarshan shows up. He's like, so I cooked these rabbits and only dealt myself a little bit of fire damage.
Yay!
Did I miss anything?
The
Tsetseliya
headband
can
made
make
me
things.
the headband made me remember stuff, and now maybe I'm a Vermiani now.
Oh.
Oh,
What's up, Vermiani?
It's in Rashomon. There's the masked witches, and there's the old ones. They like the men. That's what my dad did. He was a Vremiani, so they live in this like secret magic fortress kind of thing, and you make spells and magic items and weapons for the witches when they go to war. Sometimes you go to war too. Usually it was like, come check out all this stuff we took off the Thayans and tell us what it does and where we can use it best. But, you know, it's a lot of learning how to take spells and put them into stuff, and which takes forever. Ugh. But then they do things like, you know, making infusions and little magic doodads. Scrolls? Ugh,
Ooh,
the
doodad.
worst scroll teacher.
Yeah, you realize that the thing that you were making kind of unconsciously are the beginnings of a Vremiani battle rap, which is used to augment weapons or armor.
Yeah. And
I just
Aaron
wanna-
doesn't remember. That takes a while. And I get one of those?
You can make one of
One
those
at a
at your
time.
level. Mhm.
Okay.
And I just wanted to ask chat
Like-
to give us your best battle rap. So
Hmm.
go into battle, and I'm here to say.
Also called a battle binding, I suppose.
I wonder. Okay. And I think I could finish it.
Yeah. With the materials you have here. Mhm.
Oh, what would that let you do?
Well, you can put it on something.
Mhm.
It makes the you can wrap it on a you put it on a weapon and it augments the weapon, or you put it on your armor, it'll augment the armor, or
Ooh, it
sometimes a
augments them.
shield. But like, I mean, berserkers don't use shields; they just throw themselves at things. She kind of looks at Sarshan like, "Oh, I'm understanding things about myself all of a sudden."
Ooh, what does augment?
Make bigger. Makes-
Ooh,
Does it make your
Stronger?
breath fresh? Sarshan says.
No,
That's
no, it makes. Yeah, this
Ah.
makes your weapon
Oh.
more powerful,
that's
Oh,
pretty cool.
or someone else's.
that sounds
You-
useful.
Usually, you're making someone else's weapon more powerful.
Can you make a
this is
weapon
for when
powerful? Oh, powerful
What?
enough to? Can you make a weapon powerful enough to stop her? You know.
I mean, I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, we don't really even know. I mean, this is actually a big question. Maybe we should discuss, like, what are we gonna do? They all went off to Rashomon to try to figure out if we can find some secret or some way to, like, go back in time and change it, or tell her that, I don't know, her
Well-
emotional pain is... God, guys, I really don't even want to think about it, because she's basically me, except not me.
No, she's not you.
But if we're gonna fight the Golden Raven, we really have to have more than one option. And she kind of looks at Sarshan like, you might know more than any of us,
Well,
but I
Tsetseliya,
know you
Oh,
don't want
hey.
to talk about it.
Tsetseliya, what do you want
Yeah?
to do right now?
What do I want to do right now? Finish that battle rap a little bit. But that might be the headband.
Thinking a little more long term.
That's a
Long
good
term.
idea, but you should eat this cooked rabbit that I made. And he hands one to each of you.
Okay, so we're gonna sit down and pick apart the rabbit, and with her
Just as a-
sudden
just as
19.
a small request. Don't crack the bones, please. Can you just set them to one side? Maybe.
I love Caleb turning the remains of our dinner into tiny, tiny soldiers that we will give adorable names to. By the way, that
Waste-
last
waste
part's
not.
necessary. I love it. So I feel like a little bit Tsetseliya's like, I'm not good about thinking long term as a defense mechanism. I live in the present. Maybe she's not going to say that out loud. With a 19 intelligence, I think she's like, that is not a thing. That is for everybody. Okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do right now? I mean, if this works, maybe this is what I do. Maybe this is me now.
That you built
And
something?
then we don't have to worry about finding a patron. Although, I mean, the nice thing about a patron is they're probably strong enough to fight the Golden Raven.
I want to. So I know you're looking for something powerful enough to stop her, and that means that would have to be powerful as her or more powerful. And I agree. You're not the Golden Raven, and you're very different. But I think that
The fire goes down slightly, like the room darkens.
If you open yourself up to things like you were talking to a god of death and secrets and things, and that seems to sort of be the kind of thing I've watched you move away from and grow away from. And if I think so, whatever power we ally ourselves with or patron that you get, I think we do need to think about what happens after you stop her. What is that going to mean for you?
I think
And
you're
who
right.
will you be after that?
I mean, that's the thing. I up all night. These are not good options. I actually had a really hard time falling asleep because I kept thinking about that bony hand on my shoulder, and I don't really like bony hands on my shoulder. I think I've got some hidden traumas.
No offense, Caleb.
I see why me, maybe, but that makes me nervous. And there's a question, right? If I make a pact with someone, why me? What are they getting out of it? The Heart of the Piercing wasn't necessarily an easy patron, but for the most part, she just wanted me to be me. She wasn't trying to get something out of it. I was sort of the piece that moved the prophecy, I guess. And yes, I would have appreciated knowing that there was some sort of variant of me in another timeline that was going to try to murder us all and destroy everything. That would have been helpful. And I don't appreciate this thing where she sucked my power back. But it's a lot better than, what's this guy, Malkazid the Blood Prince? I've actually forgotten his title, but...
Branded King.
Branded King.
A bad boy with tattoos, it sounds like.
That's not going anywhere good.
I swear a pact to a Dark Souls boss. Anyway.
No.
I mean...
Yeah.
If that turns out to be the best option, which currently I'm skeptical of, then it's just going to take more time, and we don't have we don't have any idea how much time we have. This is all very weird and suspicious.
So is there a kind of power that, like, the person that you want to be after we stop the Golden Raven, if you bind yourself to a certain power or a certain path, who do you want to be?
Ooh, big questions for breakfast.
I
mean...
So, Rogar, with your high passive perception, you feel like the ground shakes a little bit under you.
Okay.
And you realize that you have this sensation of movement.
Whoa. Are we moving?
I mean...
Is the ground...
If I look out the window, are we moving?
Yes, in fact.
Oh,
the hut up on its legs has been running.
Oh, great.
Oh.
I'm gonna jump up and yell at the house.
You see woods all around you.
House, where did you take us? We didn't build a mouth on this thing, did we?
Abruptly, that sensation of movement stops and everything shudders. The junk pile starts, the carefully organized pile of storage
Thank you.
falls over and pieces go raining everywhere.
Oh.
Wait, those animal heads have mouths. Can one of them talk?
Okay, I like this improvement idea. If we can enchant the house to talk through the animal heads, then we'll be able to communicate with it. I'm not sure how you do that. We'll have to find some kind of like a bite. Wow. This is weird. This is very weird.
Talk to animals to talk to your house? Like, I'm not sure how that would.
I don't think that's necessary. I mean, it would be like easier for me since Okay, God. No. We have to make the house stop. Or the house stop. We have to figure out where we are.
So the house
Just
did
going
stop
like
when
spiraling off on like, oh well, this is probably how it would fit together. Like
when you commanded it to stop, the house did stop. And just like that momentum, sudden abrupt stop caused everything to shake.
I'm
And
gonna
now
go
it's
to
standing
the
still.
door and open it and look out. Do I know where we are?
No, you were in a dark forest. It's obviously night. It's very, very early hours before the sun has risen. The woods are unfamiliar to you.
Okay. Anybody got any ideas? You can go up to the second floor, look out the window, see if we can see farther. We are up pretty high on those legs.
Are these like normal woods like we would see, or is this like Feywild woods? Can we tell the difference? Like when you're in the
Ooh, that's a good
Feywild, does it just
question.
look like the Feywild? Can you tell?
Sarshan says, I've been to the Feywild, and it looks different.
Okay, well, that's good, I guess.
These look like normal woods to me.
Do we know what woods
Yes.
are within? Yes, what?
He was sniffing at the air, and he says, yes,
Oh.
it's natural, I think.
Got it. So we've lived in Westgate for a while. Do we have a sense of what forests are within house walking distance?
I mean, you're not entirely sure how fast the house moves because you've never really had it run full out,
Yeah.
and you're not
that's
sure how
fair.
long it's been moving either.
And I've tried to like figure out where I am by looking at the moon, but then I figured out the moon keeps moving. So I don't know. Every time I think I've got it figured out.
You
I
do
want to,
see
however-
some stars and the moon, although the night is cloudy, and quickly a rain begins to fall.
Okay. Well, if we keep the house standing, we'll be safe from anything on the ground. Also, just like props for all of us because obviously the suspension on this is amazing because we didn't notice it running. And I appreciate that. If we're up high, we're going to be safe from anything on the ground. And maybe we'll be able to see where we are if the sun comes up. Plus, I didn't sleep enough and you two are hungover. So maybe going back to bed for a little bit is a good idea.
When in doubt, go to bed. I like this approach.
You know, I might have a 19 in intelligence, but this is still Tsetseliya's MO.
Well, I think did I use the the mercy closet? Did you say it kind of takes care of the hangover?
I think it should, because we made it out of a tooth that had magical healing powers. The power to clear a hangover seems like a minor thing.
Yes.
Come on, DM, come on.
Sure.
Got a hangover clearing bathtub.
Yeah. So, Rogar, you went in and relieved the contents of your stomach and took a dip in the bathtub, and you're all better.
Oh, that's a mercy for sure. Okay. And I guess I can set you know, a guardian of faith outside the door just in case, since we don't know where we are, and I don't know, I can
That
wander
seems
around
wise.
a bit. Okay.
Okay. So, I'm unclear. Are you warding the door and staying inside, or are you warding the door and going outside, or what?
I was gonna go outside and set a guardian of faith to stand basically at the foot of the steps there, and
Okay.
to give us plenty of warning if something attempts to.
Make sure it doesn't break the stairs.
Oh, okay. I will. Don't break the stairs. And it appears, and it's like a dwarven, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, in armor and everything, has a nice kind of a pinkish, but kind of almost like a little nice golden halo around it.
Is it made of stone?
I just found
Or
this
do I
token.
just always picture it as being made of stone?
No, I think it's like a spectral sort of.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a spectral guardian. So anything that moves within. Here, I can do the. There we go. So anything that moves within 10, anything hostile that moves within 10 feet of it, it'll attack.
Okay. Yep. It is. It's standing there, guarding the entrance.
Okay. Even if we leave the house, it's good to have someone,
There to answer the door. Take the
Aye.
calling cards.
make sure no one goes in.
I feel like if it's still technically the middle of the night, even though we got up and ate, that Tsetseliya would try to go back to bed. But I have to admit, I'm like,
Your mind
and
is pretty
she's-
full and racing.
Yeah. Man, I feel bad for her because I hate when I don't get enough sleep. And so I'm
Mhm.
just like, no, baby girl, lay down. Even though that's not what's going on. This is a game. So anyway, if she can't sleep, she's going to come back over here and work on that battle binding.
Okay.
See if she can finish it.
Sarshan comes over to watch because it's fascinating. Okay. So some time passes. The hut, it was running and then it stopped abruptly, kind of shook a little bit, and then it lowered itself and its legs folded under it, and now it is just a hut sitting
Why
in the
did it
middle
sit
of the forest.
down? I have to figure out a way to make this house talk. Explain itself.
I mean, that's good. It protects its legs. Nothing can hack at its legs, and then we can get out
I
easier.
guess
Does it have
so.
a beak?
No, it doesn't. It just has big long secretary bird legs.
Can you grow it a beak?
Maybe.
I mean,
Or build it, because you're a builder now, right? You know how to build things.
well, I mean, you built it out of a bunch
Maybe.
of teeth. There were a bunch of teeth that went into the making of it, right?
Just the one. That's the bathroom.
That's the one.
Oh wait, there was a bag of teeth or something.
You gave me a bag of teeth when you came back to Westgate. Oh, many years
We
ago.
put that in this. That was in the building of the house, though.
I should probably give it to Kayla. She could probably do more cool things with a bag of teeth.
Well, I was thinking if you had a
No, we
bunch of teeth-
used the bag of teeth to make
Oh.
this house.
Oh, okay.
That was that was one of the ingredients.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, I was thinking if you have a
Um,
bunch of teeth, can you just like line them up into a mouth? Like you
I
just
think
have
they
stuff-
went in.
like
I think they
human
went
mouth.
into like the pillar. I think that's what we ended up using them, or maybe they were like mortar. I don't know. It was a creepy ritual, if you recall.
There were these rabbit
but-
teeth.
We just make a mouth of teeth in the wall of the house.
Big, tough
I
rabbit
think-
teeth.
Rabbit
I do
teeth.
think I do like the idea of the house, the animal heads, making the animal heads talk. Do I have any idea how I would go about doing that?
Yeah, you think there's a ritual that you could perform?
We just have to
Um,
find it somewhere.
Yeah, you remember one of your Vermiani classes talking about how to make inanimate objects speak. You can do that to small little objects to make them deliver messages just easily with like a moment's work, but to make an actual object permanently able to speak with the voice of some other entity would take you a ritual and some work of about the length of a rest. So yeah,
Okay.
you could do that right now if you want to.
Oh, interesting.
You
Okay.
realize that the battle rap is finished.
Man, an hour went by fast. Cool. Okay. I'm not sure how I would add that to a thing, but I can work that out later because we're not being attacked, I don't think. But I have thought too. Can the house? Does the house? So the house controls the cold box, right?
The cold box is part of the house.
Yeah. It's like, house, can you open the cold box? Great.
Oh.
Hey, open for yes, closed for no. Are we about to be attacked? Closed?
Closes.
Okay. Man, why did you sit down is not a yes or no question. Did you sit down because you're tired? That's
Was
a
that
yes.
open?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I
Do
mean,
you
I
want
can't
something
really.
to eat?
What are
Oh.
you gonna feed it?
Do you
Um,
eat meat?
Yeah, it does.
Oh. I mean, but
Mouse
where?
kind of shivers a little bit.
Into what orifice do you place the meat? Into the fireplace?
It kind of just
Oh. Absorbs it.
You may have missed when he ate one of the chickens, but
Oh.
Sargent said, "Well, yes, there were more animals that I caught, but like some of them have disappeared. I was wondering where those went. You just leave
it's
them
not
unattended."
supposed to go after people.
Do you want these rabbit bones?
Do you want to go hunting? Is that a maybe? Do you want to go hunting? Yes? Okay. Can you do that in the forest? Yes, okay.
Do we need to be out of you or for you to go hunting?
Do
Is it preferable?
we
if
need
are
to
not-
help? Is it preferable for us to be out of you before you go hunting? Maybe. Can we
The
help
doors
you?
kind of go sideways for a second.
Okay, well, I guess the house can do what it wants.
So this is not the end point that you were taking us to? This is not the destination?
Yeah, were you taking us? That's a good question. Were you taking us somewhere? Do you want to keep going? Do we trust the house to take us somewhere?
Do you have food preferences?
How about this? The house. I don't think the house is gonna kill us. That house, are you gonna kill us? All right, good. I wanted to believe it, but it's worth double checking. Also, it might be lying. I don't know how much houses know about lying.
Can you
Maybe
lie?
we just tell it to. Wait, but if it can
Sorry,
lie, it
what was
will
your
lie
question,
right
Emily?
now.
Can you lie? House?
I wonder if like you have that thing that you got from the death god that like glows or whatever when it tells a secret. I wonder. Well,
Yeah.
but that's different from telling a lie. I was gonna say maybe if we could combine that to like somehow determine what it's.
If it's a secret that it can lie?
Yeah, I feel like we should find a place to get rid of that. I don't know. But for now, I threw it under the pile of cleaning supplies because I figured nobody's going to bother it there.
The cleaning
Once
supplies,
clean.
you say.
Good.
What
thinking.
if we just tell the house to keep going and I'll see if I can make it talk? Maybe you can help me, Caliph. All right. House, keep going. Okay.
The house kinda
Nobody
shakes
left.
a little bit.
Right, like Sargent didn't leave when I forgot, right? All right,
Nope.
cool. Like we didn't leave anybody behind.
The hut rises up to about 20 feet in the air and then just starts bounding off again.
Okay. Again,
the
the suspension on this thing.
dwarf guard is just left in the distance. Just
He's on the stairs.
I put him at the foot of the stairs, so I didn't put him
Oh,
on
I
the
thought
stairs.
he was still on the stairs.
No.
Sorry, I forgot Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
That's all right.
That might be
If
why
anyone's-
I think he's made of stone, because
Yeah. Dwayne the Rock.
mystery solved.
Dwayne the
Makes
Rock
sense.
Dwarfson.
Aye. But if anyone's following us, maybe they'll, we'll slow him down a
Yeah.
bit.
Okay. So there's a ritual. Okay, so we don't have this ritual though. We need to get it to make
The
the house
ritual to
talk.
make the house able to speak?
Yeah.
You think you could design such a thing and make it happen?
Wow, this headband is bananas. Okay. So I guess let's do that. What do we need to do?
Rumpus made a real great joke in the chat. I just want to pause for a second. So
Aw,
you left the rock
we can-
behind, and Rumpus says you can no longer smell what he's cooking. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should have summoned the dwarf spirit guardian to prepare the meals for you. That would be hilarious.
Isn't
Anyway.
that like unseen servant? That's it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you think you can do the
Do we have
ritual?
some checks to roll, or
Yeah, make an Arcana check. Wow.
28?
Yeah, you're real good at that. Yeah, you
Right.
just in this manic frenzy, just like go around and you're drawing symbols on the column and chanting little Vrimyani chants and a Rashemi dialect, and you just make it happen.
Huh. Hey, house?
Yes.
Where are you taking us?
Where I am directed. It's
What-
strange because each of the animals is speaking, but they'll speak different words in the sentence.
Interesting. Who's directing you?
You are.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
says
whoa.
one of
Stop.
the bears.
Stop.
Okay, the house stops.
I didn't tell you to go anywhere.
You told us to go where we were going before.
Ah, okay. Where were you going before? Because I didn't tell you to go somewhere before.
The source.
But I'm wondering if
The source.
somebody
The
who looks a
source.
lot like me.
The
The
source.
source. What's a source?
The source.
What are you talking about?
Are we going to Washington?
The wellspring.
Okay, house?
Yes.
I really
yes,
don't like
yes,
crypticness. I don't know what what the wellspring is. Do you guys know what the wellspring is?
No,
House, what
I know
is
what
the
a
wellspring?
wellspring is.
Do I know what the wellspring is?
Make an Arcana check. Meyer Doug sounds like a sore
19.
subject.
You're encouraging him.
Yeah, I am. Okay, 19. Wellspring. They could be talking about an arcane wellspring, which is where Artemisia's power comes from. She has an internal arcane wellspring. So it could be a font of power of some kind.
Okay, that doesn't seem like something we should just charge into. Why are you going to the wellspring?
To restore your power, mistress.
Okay.
Oh.
See, I don't know about that because where is this wellspring?
It moves, mistress.
Okay.
It
I don't like-
moves. It moves. It moves.
Can you just call me Tsetseliya? I don't really like being called
Yes,
mistress.
Tsetseliya.
Oh, that's really creepy.
Is the
Okay.
wellspring in a person? If one is in Artemisia, is this wellspring in a person? Is that why it moves?
House,
Doesn't respond
answer
to
the
radar.
question.
Oh.
Oh, great. Okay, is the wellspring in a person?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, can you tell us the name of the person? Do you know it?
Names mean nothing.
Yeah, that's really convenient. House. All right,
Hut,
Wise, what do you
hut,
think?
Hut.
Sorry. Okay. I asked you, Hut, to call me. You can tell me what you want to be called, Hut.
Hut.
What do you guys think? It's a person. It's chasing a person.
I think Hut Hut is a terrible name, and we should convince it that it wants a different name.
We just Hut by itself for now.
Hut.
Oh, people should be able to be called what they want to be called. Although maybe
We'll work on it.
we can maybe make people like Hutrina or Hutley.
We'll
The
just work it
chats-
down.
chats-
It'll first be Hut,
Huxtable.
The chat.
Hut, Hut.
They call it
And then
Java.
eventually it'll just be Hut.
Yeah, that was the obvious one. McCutley, Huddy McCut. No.
Okay, but do we want to go find the wellspring?
Oh,
If it's a person.
well, do you want to? If it's a source of power.
I mean, I don't know. I'm curious.
Do you
Why
do
the
you know
house,
who
the hut? Do I what?
Do you know who the wellspring is?
No, and the house doesn't. I mean, it really could. I mean, Artemisia has an arcane wellspring. Like, it could just be a sorcerer. But I'm not gonna steal a sorcerer's power.
Is it
I don't even
Artemisia?
know
Do
how
we
you
know
do
that
that.
do we know that they made it to Rashomon safely?
Stong bought these sending stones. We could just ask.
Can you reach out to Stong? Maybe we'll be able to hear his voice if we reach out to him, just to make sure they reached Rashomon safely.
Figure out. I put them in a pile somewhere.
I'll
Okay,
look.
I'll go
So
find
she
it.
goes looking in the pile.
So, I mean, at this point, I don't know if they're into Rashomon yet, but
Oh,
okay. So
Is this it? He holds up a big horn.
no,
Okay.
I'm
Tosses
gonna learn to
it
play
back.
the horn.
Keeps
Aye.
looking.
I figure
out of
if I
character.
go
If that's a
in
bad
and I-
idea,
Huh?
narratively, if that's a
So-
bad
so-
idea, we can.
Is
I
this
don't
it?
think so.
He lifts up a hammer.
That's not a stone, babe. That's a hammer.
Oh,
That's for fixing
sorry.
The guardrail. That guardrail's never gonna stick, is it? It's
Magic. I don't.
that
I don't.
Hut. You're making the handrails go away, aren't you? You're making them fall down.
Maybe.
Man.
Yes.
Smug bear. I mean, I don't know. I think we might as well find out what this is because
Aye.
the hut thinks it's
Hut,
important,
Hut.
and I'm finding out what the hut thinks is important seems like a valuable piece of information, even if this person can't help us. My only fear is that it's actually leading us to the Golden Raven.
Oh.
Because I want to believe she's not me, but we have not established at what point things changed. So how do we know she's not future me? That's what I'm worried about right now. I don't like this. I don't want to think about that.
Is this it? Sarshan holds up another rock.
Maybe. I'll go over there and see
Okay.
if that's it.
Yeah. As you're looking at it, it is crackling with evocation magic. Like you could just tell just by looking at it.
Okay. I found the sending stone. Do we want to check and see if they're in Rashomon or...
Just make sure
Not-
they arrive there safely. And you might ask Artemisia about well springs, but no. Just ask. But we probably just want to make sure they got there safely at least.
Okay.
Actually, I don't want to know too much about what they've. Never mind. I mean, I think it would be good enough to know that they got there safely.
Okay.
But tell them not
Take
to
the
tell
sending
us
stone.
any secrets or anything they've learned, just in case maybe someone could intercept the message or
I
something.
put the gem under the bucket, under the mop, under the pile of rags. Whatever that thing is, it's not gonna hear any secrets.
Oh, I
don't
meant
think-
maybe. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Huh. Okay. I guess I'll trigger the sending stone.
What message do you want to send?
Hey, Stong. Are you guys okay? Okay. We're following someone with a wellspring. Wanted to see if it's Artemisia. Stay safe. Sometimes these take a little while.
So you get a reply back, and you first hear a familiar voice coming out of your half of the stone. It says, "New stone, who dis?" And then there's like a stretch of silence, and then you hear, "Hey Sturge, did you really put rust monsters in Artemisia's purse? How's she gonna pay for dinner with her dad?" And then it cuts off.
Okay, I think next time we call a song, we may have to talk about sending stone etiquette, because that was not helpful. However, it sounds like they're okay. It sounds like they're in Aglaron.
Oh, okay.
You know that once the magic is expended, it can be used again the following dawn. So when the sun rises, its magic will recharge.
All right. Magic cell phone. Really bad plan, but better than nothing. Okay. All
At
right.
least it's not a flip
Hut,
stone, anyway.
Hut, it sounds like we would like to
Hut,
actually.
gazebo.
So, okay, we're not doing that.
The bear goes, "Aw."
Let's find the wellspring. Stop when you get to the water. You're not swimming across the sea. Deal?
Yes. Tsetseliya.
All right. Okay. So we'll find out what
The
this
hut
is.
rises
See what
up
the house
again.
thinks is important.
And just goes bounding off. the woods.
And hopefully we are not running into a trap. Because I don't know how to establish whether this could possibly be a trap. I'd say you only live once, but we've established that's not entirely true.
All right. You are not traveling too long, but it is long enough for you to have completed this long rest. Like, what happened during this period of time was basically all part of your long rest. So everybody gets a long rest.
At some point during the long rest, Caleb wants to, like, when no one's paying attention, go dig that stone out from under the cleaning supplies.
Okay. The powdered stone that
The
Tsetseliya-
lye stone.
The secret gem
I
that
see.
Jurgle
Okay, yes.
gave.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just out of curiosity, and you know, just hold on to it
Sure, yeah, of course.
for safekeeping.
It fits in your hand extremely well. Okay. All right. The house eventually stops with another little shudder, and you see forest outside. Only now there's a little trail of smoke rising from, like, what appears to be a cook fire. The house folds its legs under itself, lowering down to the ground. And the doors unlatch.
Thank you for carrying us here, Hut. Is the wellspring where the fire is?
Near, very near.
Ooh.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
I guess let's just gear up and go see.
So are you gonna leave the hut?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, did you put your battle thing on your spear? The thing you built on your spear and made it even more powerful? Is that what you...
I would love to do that. I'm
did
just
have-
really quick looking
Yeah,
up
you
what
did
it
have
does.
enough time to do the battle wrap and whatever infusions you want from what you have. Okay. So
Oh, it does an extra 1d6 damage. And the okay, cool.
it does an extra 1d6 damage depending on what your proficiency
Oh.
bonus is, and your proficiency bonus is +5, so it does plus 4d6 extra damage. It's pretty powerful.
That is pretty powerful.
Okay,
Okay, I'll try it on my spear.
cool.
But
Did
I
you
will
want to?
consider. It feels selfish. That's not kind of how Tsetseliya expects to sort of roll with that. But
Did you want to make any of your infusions?
yes, please. I would
Okay.
like to. Let me see. Sorry, guys. This is very new.
So
What's
at the
an infusion?
the thoughts are coming back to you. You can either Lazar definitely showed you how to make all of these things, or one of the other brothers did. You can make a thing, an arcane focus that will focus your power, right? You can make a ring that will restore magical powers that have been expended.
Yeah.
You can make a mind sharpener, which will aid you in concentrating on casting spells. You know how to make sending stones, actually. You can make boots that allow you to teleport, and you can make a homunculus servant.
Those are all
Lazar
very
definitely
handy.
taught you how to make the homunculus servant.
Can I the ring that Sarshan gave me to do the
Yeah, it's just
thing
a
I can't remember the name of?
non-magical ring.
Can I make that the spell refueling ring?
Yes.
That doesn't bust up that other
Yeah,
spell.
no, you could definitely do that.
All right, cool. I'll make myself some boots and a spell ring and an enhanced arcane focus.
Ooh.
And we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
So that's 3 infusions, and that's what I get.
Those are
Okay.
really cool.
Yeah,
Right.
like this feels pretty good. Like I feel relatively set.
Artemisia would probably say
Um,
something about them not all matching, but you know, I think they look cool,
They don't match? Oh, okay.
don't they? Like are they all of the same like
I'm gonna
style?
But I mean, I think Tsetseliya just doesn't understand.
Oh
what
yeah.
that's- Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
no, she's like, they're all metals, aren't they? Or the boots aren't, but isn't blue a neutral? Is that not how that works?
I don't know, to be honest.
Blue is a relatively neutral color, sure.
Did
Trying to see if there's anything I should carry with me that's not an attunement item. I kind of want to carry this bowl of commanding water elementals just in case I find some water. Except it's really big. It's really, really big. Yeah, let's go. Let's find out.
So the mind
Oh,
sharpener.
I'm sorry. I thought it said it was
appears-
3 foot diameter. It's only 1 foot diameter.
The mind
so it's-
sharpener, if that's what you're going to create, is actually a suit of armor or robes.
I did the
You did the refueling ring.
I did the
did the
refueling ring, the
boots.
boots to the winding path. Oh, I didn't actually click on the enhanced arcane focus, but that's what I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
Although
great.
I don't know, the DM saying like the mind sharpener, which lets you
Oh no, I just thought that
help
was
if
the
you
one you
fail
were
a
going to
con
do.
save. Actually, Caleb, how's your con save?
That's a concept.
Oh.
+2.
Okay, so we're equally bad at that. I forgot. I'm playing a different character in a different game, and I have like a +9 on that one. So I was like, I don't actually need a better con save, but maybe I do.
Yeah, you can give these items to other people. You don't have to use them yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have stuff that will let me infuse.
Oh,
Well, you-
That's okay
you
though. We don't
also-
need to take too long with me fooling around with this stuff.
You also have a huge amount of just stuff in the witch hut that you can repurpose into items.
Okay, let's go
I'd
get
like to point out that Keyleth has made her 3 little cooked bunny skeleton
nice.
birds. So they're also available if you want to like test anything out. If it works on them, if it works as a. Oh shoot! I just thought of like that's actually why, because like test cosmetics on bunnies, whatever. But these are not cosmetics. These are your creations.
Test infusions on bunnies.
Okay, so
feel
have we
like-
got the infusions going?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll see how
So
it goes.
the hut has deposited you in a forest grove.
Okay.
This place it has standing stones, and it looks vaguely familiar. You're not sure exactly why, but then you see these little puddles of what looks like relatively fresh blood,
Oh.
and you realize that you're standing in the battlefield where you fought the witches and the berserkers.
That blood is still there?
Mm-hmm. Well, or it might be new blood. You're not sure. They're just marks of violence.
Can I put together who the Wellspring is from this? Because I feel like Aaron.
Make an insight check.
I don't think I have a 19 intelligence, but I feel like I could guess here. 12. Just like, why is there blood everywhere?
There is a small trail of smoke rising from this cook fire, and you see 2 deer over here by the edge of the clearing. They see you and immediately scamper off into the woods.
Were
Does
they
the fire
licking the
look?
salt off the blood?
Does the fire look like someone? I mean, like someone was just at it, or it's died?
It looks like it has been left to kind of gutter and die. And somebody used it relatively recently.
This is Gaha's Grove, isn't it?
I think it is, Sarshan says.
Where we were? We got looking for Lazar?
And didn't we like tunnel down into, or did we?
Yeah, is the hole still over here?
All right, so you're going around the
Not
standing
jumping in the
stones,
hole.
and you realize that what you initially took to be a piece of stone is in fact a cloak, and a woman is standing there, a very familiar-looking woman, Skaha herself, who turns to you with her long, flowing silver hair and emerald eyes, and she says, "You've come." And I think on that note, we should take our break for the evening, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So, Yang Gang, voice in the sky, please cue us up for 10 minutes. What should the chat discuss while we're at break?
What are the names of the bunnies?
Yes.
I was about to say that.
I know I made a recommendation, but you can come up with different names too. Okay, and we'll be back to continue this dramatic encounter. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't go away. And we're back. Welcome back. Hey. All right. So, time for the dramatic encounter in the woods.
Mhm.
All right. So when last we left, you'd just seen Skaha, the spear witch, Tsetseliya, and Artemisia's mother. You came upon her clearing, her standing stones, her grove. She looks tired, weary, careworn, vulnerable in a way that you've not seen her before. Like her eyes are slightly sunken, and she has deep, dark bags under them. She looks much, much older than you've seen her before. She kind of resembles the Skaha from Darkest Westgate, but you can tell immediately that this is not the same Skaha. This is the one that you know from your world.
Okay, that's good. I'm like, my variants again. And just to make sure we remember, and that to remind people watching, the last time we saw Skaha, she was in the Purple Lady when the Heart of the Piercing appeared and yoinked Tsetseliya and Sarshan's powers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think she was trying to talk to Tsetseliya, but I'm not sure. But Artemisia was like, no, read the room, and told her to leave.
Yep. Several people came to Tsetseliya's defense, including Artemisia. Illyra
I remember
also did.
Artemisia because it was because Artemisia wants this relationship to work. She very clearly wants a mom that's like functional and not her horrible stepmother.
So,
and unfortunately, she has this cryptic elf with a glowing spear who abandons you.
yeah. So Skaha is looking at you, and she says, but I promised Mia that I would not, but you came to me.
Wait. Okay. I don't know anything about you and Artemisia. And I don't think Artemisia would say I couldn't do what I wanted.
No, she wanted to stop me from pursuing you. And she was right to do so.
Okay.
But our paths have crossed again. It must be...
Yeah, my hut kind of brought me here.
Yes.
Us here. Rogar and Caliph came.
It's
and Sarshan's over there, and I don't want to hear anything about it.
I have nothing further to say. You have made your choice, and I respect it. That is an impressive piece of work, by the way. Pointing at the hut.
Thank you. Everybody helped. What are you doing out here?
Well, this is my grove. This is where I have been operating in this world. I had meant to leave. I was just powering down my wards when you arrived.
We're gonna have a combat, aren't we? Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, Rogar is was patrolling around the edge of the grove. I didn't want to interrupt the conversation.
Yeah, Starshin comes over closer to Tsetseliya. Like, you get the sense that he's there and he's ready to help you, but he's not going to intervene unless you ask him to.
Where are you going?
Home. To my own grove, apart from this place.
The one in the Feywild?
Yes, I believe that is what you call it.
Is that safe?
Safe. What an interesting word.
Well, if you have a better one for a place that you're not going to be attacked by some kind of chronomancer of doom with my face on her, let me know.
Can Rogar hear this from the distance he's at?
Oh yeah.
I am not trying to be quiet.
Is not quiet.
Okay, Rogar's going to kind of just hum to himself, and I don't know, like.
You walk past the hut, Rogar, and the hut seems to be kind of looming over you.
Okay, I'll walk way over here.
Yeah. So Skaha says, there are occasionally interlopers and things that attack me in that place, but I cannot say that I have ever faced a chronomancer.
You know about this, though. Right? Wait, did she get reset or did she come back with us?
I had a strange vision. I thought
Sorry,
that in my
she...
Yeah, she did. Well, you haven't really talked with her since then, so you don't really know. But what she says is, I had a strange vision. And I had gone with you. I had gone to find you. And I was in another place, a darker place. And then I returned abruptly. But when I tried to speak with you about it, you turned me away. And I cannot blame you for that. I have done little to earn your trust. I see that now.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems all about right. Well, there's... Just so you know, apparently in some other timeline, I got real ambitious and also pretty evil. And I started eating people's magic, so watch out. I don't know why that hut thought I should come here.
Her prophecy
This-
came true then.
What
I should have
prophecy?
known that it would. The heart of the piercing. She told me when she first gave me power that a daughter of my blood would become her and gain powers unknown that I could not comprehend.
That's why you abandoned us?
To protect you from that fate. It was foolish.
Well, I don't know what happens or happened because we haven't figured that part out yet. So I can't tell you how stupid that choice was.
No, it is the way of prophecies, is it not? Attempt to thwart them, and that causes them to come true.
Artemisia went to Rashomon.
Interesting.
Just in case, you want to keep up with her.
I had promised her not to continue to follow you because I was causing you too much pain, is what she told me, what she conveyed to me. And I think I see what she meant.
Do I know if she's the one that left the package?
You don't know.
Do
You can
I
make an insight check,
strongly
though.
Suspect. Because I also think if I have a suspicion, I would confront her with it. 25.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're pretty. It's pretty obvious. Also, the way she's. Do you have the mask on you?
Do I have the mask on me? I feel like she's so used to having it with her that she probably thought, I'll just stick this in a drawer, and then she put it in her pocket, and then she didn't take it out. But it's like in her big old skirt, jacket, pocket, something.
Yep.
I'm not actually sure what the layers of Tsetseliya's clothing look like right now, but I added another one, so it's in one of the pockets.
Okay, yeah. Skaha's eyes
The
keep
big
darting
one.
to the pocket where you have the mask, and it's pretty clear she knows that you have it, and you can extrapolate that she's the one who left it.
Yeah. I got your care package there.
Yes. It is a
Why'd you pull
piece
it?
of you, and I thought you should not be parted from it. The fire did not consume it. That was my first clue. That he put a piece of you in that mask.
What? That seems extremely unlikely on multiple
Oh,
levels.
You and I both know how duplicitous and dangerous your father could be.
Not gonna disagree with that. I don't know what. I mean, that's. I feel like everybody would notice that kind of spell. Ugh. Man, that dream is up in my head. Like, that's weird. And I think as much as Tsetseliya would like to be like, that was a weird, weird dream that was very emblematic of the way that my father always undermined me. The weird headband stuff is different. So, okay. So the hat bot brought us here because the wellspring is here. It's pretty clear the wellspring is Skaha. And that the hut thinks that Skaha can fix my magic.
That
that what
seems
it
to be
said?
the impression that it gave you.
Okay. Well, and Skaha is gonna leave.
Well,
The
she was going to
Feywild.
leave, but now she's engaging you in conversation.
Right, I know. I'm just
Mhm.
asking what her goals are here.
Yep.
Ugh. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna go back here and talk to Caliph for a minute.
Hang on to what? Hey, all right. Yep.
Sorry. Translate it into Realmsian.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So the hut seems to think my mom is the secret to getting my magic back. I don't know if I should trust a house, but
You just need to give her a
Um,
hug.
do I need to give her a hug? Is that a thing?
The hut kind of inclines itself toward you.
Hey, private conversation.
Or was that more like a
Okay,
no?
the hut stands back up straight.
Oh, maybe it was a nod. I'm just saying, like, this is obviously a more complicated conversation than standing around in the middle of the woods when the wards she had up are down. Maybe we should take her with us, but here's the thing. I don't know how to deal with her. But you have a mom, and I haven't met her, but I did meet your dad, so I have some thoughts about how she probably is. And I'm wondering, since Artemisia's not here, will you help me figure out how to talk to my mom?
I can. Sure. I'll do my best.
Okay. Meanwhile, Sarshan comes over and says, friend Rogar, are you all right? You seem tense.
Carve the stone, dig the earth to make a what?
All right, you bump right into Sarshan, who just stood in front of you.
Hi, Sarshan.
Are you all right?
I just patrolling, making sure. nothing's
You're
sneaks up
afraid
on
of
us.
trees. I get it.
I'm singing really loud so that whatever's out there, I'll scare it away.
Well, that seems sensible.
I stoke the fire and smelt the ore. This is what a dwarf lives for.
Huh, all right, nothing. Okay. He goes away.
Okay.
All right. Tsetseliya and Caliph.
Okay.
Hello. Tsetseliya's mother.
Have you guys met before? I don't remember.
Briefly.
I
my
briefly
vision.
recall a meeting when I was pretending to be your butler.
So you are getting ready to leave, but I was wondering if we could give you a ride to where you're going or something.
Have you ever seen the inside of Tsetseliya's witch house?
She has
I can
never
kidnap
invited
her.
me
Are we
inside.
kidnapping her?
I can give you a tour.
Are you kidnapping me?
No.
No. Maybe? No.
Are we kidnapping her?
I don't think so.
We're not kidnapping you.
Kayla, she's real scary.
I am confused.
Tsetseliya,
Yeah, there's a lot of us right now. Sorry, what?
does she do that? Does she do that thing where she just looks at you with? It's her expression is just like very kind, but you just know she's so disappointed in you. Does she ever do that?
I don't know if it's kindness. She looks like she's trying to bore lasers through my head. Or, beams of light from her eyes.
Oh, that's just normal scary. That's not like mom scary then.
There's different kinds.
Mom scary is when
Do
they just
not trust
they're
this
so
one.
disappointed in you.
She points at Caleb.
I trust her.
She has the stench of undeath about her.
Yes, that's what happens when you're a necromancer.
Ah.
Hey, but just because I'm a necromancer doesn't mean I'm untrustworthy. I resent that.
She's untrustworthy for entirely different reasons.
I was untrustworthy
I
even
don't say that.
before I became a necromancer.
She comes from a very prominent elven family.
She is
have
Aravan's
you know.
daughter.
Oh God, that's right. You
Oh, that's
know her
right.
Dad.
You know my dad.
Oh, I forgot. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That is why I thought I recognized your face.
That brings up something. Where's
No,
Ruma?
she is not my daughter.
Well, no, I didn't think so. Because I feel like after 2 with that prophecy hanging over your head, you probably should have packed it in.
3.
What?
Well, I have a son.
I meant daughters, because your prophecy was about daughters, wasn't it?
It was. So you were correct.
Man, you just gotta get the
Does
last
he
word, don't
know
you?
what you have done to yourself, child? Or she's still talking to Caleb? I do not think he does.
What are you gonna do, narc?
Oh no, your business is your business.
I thought you weren't in touch with my dad anymore anyways.
No, we parted under difficult circumstances.
Yes, that sounds like my dad. Are you... Please tell me you're not in touch with my mom, though.
Not for a long, long time.
Yeah, my parents have no idea. I'm not gonna tell them anytime soon. Who cares?
I feel like the story of how my mom knows your parents is potentially extremely juicy. And I am more team Skaha get in the house than I was before. Yeah. I'm gonna go over to the house, maybe stick my head in the door so that the heads can talk to me, and just be like, Is this what you think I'm supposed to be doing? Is this what you brought me here for, to bring her in?
Wellspring.
Okay,
Okay.
Kayla's gonna be talking with her mom to be like, look, this will mean a lot. It's out of Tsetseliya's earshot. This will mean a lot to your daughter if you just go in and look at her house, and if you don't want to think of it as a kidnapping, you don't have to.
She looks at Kayla thoughtfully.
Kayla just has like this the brightest, most eager smile.
Oh my.
Yes, you are definitely his daughter.
I am insulted, but also weirdly flattered.
Yes. I will go with you.
Okay, but rules.
Yes.
We're all in this house, so you don't get to shout revenant at people, or fight, or kick people out of the house.
Yes, I agree.
I get to kick people out of the house.
It is your house. That is your prerogative.
Do you like rabbits?
Okay.
Why do you ask?
it's a requirement for
Rabbits
moving
come hopping
into.
over. The rabbit skeletons come hopping over.
And what are their names?
I don't know. What did the chat name though?
There were a lot of suggestions. A lot of suggestions. You guys really brought it. So I don't know what's ideal here because there's so many choices.
Actually, I don't have-
Energizer, Cadbury, and Velveteen was Yang Yang's suggestion.
Velveteen and Cadbury.
An Energizer.
Wow.
We got Bun, Hun.
This is Energizer
Crosby,
with a
Stills, and
with a
Nash.
silent H in front of his name. This is Cadbury, also with a silent H in front of her name. And this is Velveteen with a silent J in front of her name.
Good strong Elvish names.
I
So-
put an apostrophe in there somewhere. It's perfect. Yeah.
So Skaha says, I will come with you, but there will be conditions.
What?
If I wish to leave, I am free to leave, yes?
Yes. I'm gonna like, what's the situation where that's a bad choice? But I also don't feel like we can keep her against her will. That seems wrong.
We just
I will do no harm to you, and you will do no harm to me, yes?
Yes.
And you will protect me while I am your guest?
Hold up. Who's chasing you?
I have many enemies. I'm sure you are not foreign to that concept.
No, I just want to know if there's any imminent ones.
None that I know of imminently,
Okay.
except for the one who is enemy to us both. But you saw how she treated me when we last encountered one another.
Is she talking about the heart of the piercing?
hmm There is no way you can
Yeah,
defend
okay.
me from her. I would not
Um,
expect it of you.
Okay. I feel like Tsetseliya is, on the one hand, she's mad the heart of the piercing yoinked her powers, but she's also understanding, like, okay, this is not going to work. So you have to do something else and work harder. And that's not her favorite thing, but she doesn't feel like there's malice behind it. However, she did kind of smack down Skaha, although Skaha was about to attack her, so I'm not getting in the middle of your business. That's not my thing, so
Okay.
Oh,
So
the
do you
other-
agree to her terms?
yes.
Well, hold on, Cecilia.
Oh, what?
The other thing is, like, if we don't want her to leave, the easy solution is we just make it so pleasant for her that she doesn't want to
Make
leave.
her want to stay? I mean, let's worry about... okay, that's fair. I don't know what the situation's gonna be where we're like, no, please stay with us, because... Oh my god, I get so mad even just looking at her.
Well,
But,
if she's the Wellspring, and maybe if you need her to stick around to get your power, then that's why you want her to stay.
okay.
That
I
is
will
why you
try...
would stop me out then, she says.
But
I thought I explained that.
There's off to the side.
Okay.
Hopefully out of earshot.
Listen, it's
There's no
complicated.
such thing as out of earshot with Scott. Sorry.
Listen, it's complicated. The hut said I needed to talk to you. It said something about getting my powers back, and I just wanted to have a conversation. I figured
I
we could
agree
just take
to
you
your
where you're going.
terms.
Because I have a suspicion the answer is not going to be one I'm really interested in, but I said I'd try, and I want to keep a friendly relationship going with my house that runs on bird legs.
Of course. I accept your terms.
Okay. Well, should we get out of here?
Just a moment. She goes back over to her guttering cook fire, and she puts a hand over it, and raindrops fall down from her hand and douse the flames. Steam rises up into the air.
Does it feel like she's just rubbing salt into the wound at this point?
And she says, "It is never safe to leave a fire burning."
Only you.
So I asked this before, and I think she missed it. But where's Ruan?
You ask her?
Yeah.
I do not know. I think
That's bad.
he has abandoned me as well.
I'm gonna roll my eyes so hard that they I'm studying the inside of my skull.
Yes, yes. My failure is complete. I agree. Shall we? She walks over to the doors. Into
Oh,
the hut.
victims first.
Wah, wah, wah.
No, I mean, sorry, climb on in. God, I don't know if I can be pleasant enough.
Okay, do you all get back into the hut?
Rogar's still
Yeah.
over on the edge, like patrolling. Forge a hammer and build
Rogar!
the wall. Fill the ale and shake the hall. Whoa.
Throw a rock at Rogar.
What?
Like a little one. Like a little one, not a big rock.
Oh, is it time to go?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
done.
All right.
Okay. Back in the witch hut.
Back in the witch hut. So where are we going? I asked Gaha.
She says, if we wish to go to my grove, I can direct your hut.
Okay. Did you direct it earlier?
No.
Is she lying to me?
Make an insight check.
14.
She seems to be on the level.
She's probably lying. Like it's like I don't get anything from her. She's probably lying, which is useless because I don't know. Okay.
I can only direct your hut with your permission, she says.
Okay. Hut. Can you go where she says? I'm gonna look at Scott and be like, we're working on it.
Yes, as you command. And she walks over to the column and says, oh, fascinating. And she speaks to the creatures in this otherworldly tongue, which is Sylvan, if anybody speaks Sylvan.
I think I might. Yes, I do. Ah,
Yep.
man, it's one of those languages you learn and you think you're just never ever going to use.
Yes, it's a language that you had maybe heard the spirits speaking in Rashomon, and you like picked up pieces of it here and there. And
I think I probably took Sylvan lessons because I figured I could just goof off because nobody learns Sylvan.
yeah, that's like an elective at best, like underwater basket weaving. Except the Vrimyani take that class very seriously. Because magical baskets are very important.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Yeah. She directs the heads on the column to go through this particular stand of trees, not too far from this grove. And the hut kind of rises.
I think
And just starts walking off through the wood.
I'm gonna talk to Karelith and Rogar and just be like, I mean, we've established Ska has can hear whatever, but I figure as she's talking, I'm not gonna sit around and watch. I'm gonna come over and be like, okay, I think that she's got to take it to the Feywild because I think that's where her grove is.
Okay.
Is there anything that either of you are worried about in the Feywild that we should know about? Just to check. No, we're good.
I don't think so. Rogar's gonna go over.
I don't have a reason to assume this for either of you. I just wanted to make sure because I feel like it shouldn't drag you along.
Is there a? Oh man, it doesn't work either way. Never mind. Sorry, thinking of a Rogar
okay.
thing. Do we still have extra of those like non-detection amulets? I can't
I don't
remember.
think so.
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
had like one apiece. I wish I could wait. Probably I can't make one. Like, what's the infusion thing? Can I swap out, speaking stones?
I'd let you do that since I basically picked all your infusions for you. So
Oh my god! Sorry, that's why I leaned on my mouse pad and it. I might be able to make one. Maybe I don't actually know if this works like that. Manage infusions. Can I replicate a magic item that is that? Talk amongst yourselves. This takes a minute.
All right.
I'm just gonna run over to the table and start poking at it. Since you
Okay.
asked.
Rogar will go to the window. Do the windows open?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. And he's going to slip off that amulet and accidentally drop it out the window.
okay. All right. Your amulet falls out the window. Make a stealth check.
Okay. Aye.
Okay, everybody saw you do that.
What are you throwing out the window?
I didn't mean to throw. Oh no! I was just. Oh no! I was just. I was just trying to like protect the hut from detection, but then I was gonna try and hang it on the hut, but it dropped it, and maybe you can.
So I don't see this on the list. Is the only thing.
Your hut is shielded from detection, Skaha says.
What? Hut, you didn't tell me
Nothing-
you could do that.
Nothing inside the hut can be divined from outside.
Oh,
It is
that's
its own
That's
space.
handy. I
I
don't
assume
seem
you
to
did
have-
that intentionally.
Wait, I did that intentionally?
That's what she says.
I don't remember doing that. Did I do that intentionally?
It just kind of happened. You apparently.
Ugh, I don't like all this stuff doing itself without me having anything to say about it. It does not look like I can make a amulet of non-detection on this list.
Yeah, it
Whoops.
might be too high level for you to make at this level of artificer.
Well, I
That would
guess
have been
when
cool.
we-
There's a lot of things on here, though. My goodness.
I guess-
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I guess when we get to the grove, I'd better stay inside the hut then.
I guess. Why did that? We'll see what we can do. Could you cast
Okay.
non-detection?
Can I?
How that? Or
Spear
you
witch.
Oh,
Yeah,
says-
I was trying to figure out what to call her because I don't want to say mom because that's gonna make
She
everything weird.
says yes.
We could probably use one because Rogar threw his necklace out the window.
Dropped it. I dropped it. Sort of. Mostly.
Why?
I mean, I dropped it.
He was trying to make the house non-detect. It was a good thought.
Is that the sort of thing that he does regularly?
Rogar has a lot of really wonderful qualities.
I'm sure.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Come here, dwarf.
Okay, person.
I can make an alchemy check.
All right. Sure enough, she traces a sigil in the air in front of you. The light is vibrant green colored, and a spell bursts and falls upon you like stardust. There.
Ooh. What did that make me undetectable?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
For
Thank
a
you.
time.
Okay. For what time?
24
Very-
hours.
Oh, okay. And what is that in Faygrove time?
It depends.
Oh.
Time flows differently in the Feywild than in your world.
Aye. Flows good or bad? Is it spring forward or fall back?
Good and bad. These are such strange, regimented concepts. I should not be surprised that a dwarf would ask me that question.
Oh, why not? Because dwarves are very smart.
Because dwarves are very structured in their thinking.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I didn't know you liked dwarves so much. If you'd like to hear about Sharindlar, I can tell you about her. She's a wonderful goddess, and then you could, like, have a dwarven goddess if you like dwarves.
She looks to
that much.
Tsetseliya for cues about what to do with this odd offer that Rogar has just made.
Oh man, I don't know. Is there something I can roll to decide whether to leave her to Rogar's ministrations?
I mean, how long is the
Or
trip to the
to-
Feygrove? Because I can just talk on and on about Sharindlar.
Man, how would Rogar feel if he went through the whole process of preaching about Sharindlar to basically a stone wall that's glaring at you? Good or not good?
He'd be determined. He'd be determined to, like, break through that stone wall. I think I see a crack. Oh, I definitely think I see a crack. Oh,
I'll let Rogar do this.
but then
I'm
also
not
at the
gonna
same
give her
time,
out.
as he starts going on about
Although-
Sharindlar and how wonderful her
Man.
grace is, he starts to tear up, and he's kind of like, you hear like slight quiver in his voice, but he seems to be like pushing
Oh.
gamely on. He's like, and she's the most
Oh.
wonderful goddess ever, and she's like, and one of the great things about her is, you get to dance. Like, if you worship Sharindlar, you get to dance all the time, and that's the best. Do you like to dance? I like to dance. Dancing's fun. Don't you think dancing's fun? But if you worship Sharindlar, anyway, on and on.
Yeah,
The only
she
thing
watches
is-
him with great scrutiny.
The-
Like, at
the
first she
only-
seemed totally uninterested, but like the longer he goes on, the more interested she is in looking at him. Not listening to him, staring through him.
Okay. The only thing is, I realized that I was gonna have a conversation with her
Whoa. Okay.
as we were traveling, so at some point I should probably interrupt.
Rogar
just
kind
be
of gets
like-
choked up, and he's like, you know what? Actually, this isn't the
Oh,
best time to
why
talk
don't-
about
why-
this. I think I'm going to go
Yeah.
upstairs for a little bit and have some me time. Okay, bye. And
Okay,
he rushes
okay.
upstairs.
Sarshan leans over to Tsetseliya and says, "That was like watching an immovable force against a unbreakable object." Yeah. He
Uh,
seems upset though. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay.
If that's okay. He looks at Skaha suspiciously, but she has gone back to communing with the heads.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got this.
All right, he heads upstairs. He squeezes Tsetseliya's hand and then he goes upstairs.
Go over here. Just like kind of look at Kalith, just in case there's any wisdom about dealing with moms here. Although we've established she's not a normal mom.
If she starts lecturing, you just nod and go, mm-hmm, and let it slide right off.
Got it. Okay. I just wanted to talk to you before we get where we're going about what the hut was saying about you being the wellspring and all of that.
That was the word the hut used.
Yeah. Are you like a sorcerer? Like, Artemisia
No.
talks about her arcane wellspring, which at first I thought was a metaphor for something else, but
The dragon in your sister's line does not come from me.
okay.
She says that
Your
as though
magic
that
comes-
answers your entire question.
Yeah. You would get along either really well or not at all with this friend of mine.
Do you mean the long-nosed one?
I don't. I meant Illyra. You met Illyra. Illyra
Oh,
also
yes.
likes being really cryptic and not answering questions.
She cares deeply for you.
very funny ways of showing it, but I think that's true.
Well, one of those waves was chasing me out.
That's interesting.
She perceived me as a threat to you, just as you do.
Yeah, a little bit. But let's talk about right now, because
I am not a threat to you, Tsetseliya. I will answer your question as best I can. I have a certain degree of power, which is similar to the power that you wield.
What are you talking about? The Vrimiani stuff? Are you a Vrimiani?
No. I dwelt among the witches for a time, but that was because of your father, not because of my own upbringing. I am not from Rashomon.
Did you join the Durthan just so you could hook up with Lazar? Ew.
No. No. It was complicated.
I don't want to hear about that part. Thanks.
I shall leave it at, believe it or not, for some time, your father and I were very much in love. At least I thought so.
Well,
Regardless.
love makes you stupid, so
Perhaps.
I'm sorry that he was such a jerk.
That's more of an apology for you than for me. I am sorry that he was a beast.
Yeah. What are you talking about? If you're not a sorcerer and you didn't get your powers taken by the heart and the piercing, what are you doing?
Not this time. Once, long ago, I swore a pact with the heart of the piercing, just as you did. And I left her, and she took away what she had given me. But I found, in the wake of that taking, that she could not take everything from me. That some of the powers that I thought were granted by her were truly my own.
You tapping the Feywild without a patron?
We are tapping the Feywild without a patron.
What? Wait. No, because I got mine back from... Wow, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening that you don't know anything about.
Your powers
That
are
is
sealed
shield-
away. I see
What?
that. I see that your powers are sealed away. One
My
of them has
powers
been
are
unlocked.
sealed away by the wolf spirit. My dad
Yes.
put in a shield guardian.
Yes, that makes sense. I am so sorry, Tsetseliya. He was an eviler man than I thought. I apologize. I am being cryptic. I do not mean to.
Okay. So you're saying I could get back my warlock powers because
They are
they
your
were
own.
inside me all along?
They are your own powers, yes. The heart of the piercing merely unlocked them.
Okay.
They are your birthright. I can help you.
I have to sit down.
Of course.
Move my thing, because I know you're gonna ask me where I'm sitting if I don't move my little token.
You sit on the corner of your bed there.
Yes. Okay. And what does that take?
Training. Rigorous training.
Of course.
I apologize.
Okay.
I
No,
wish I
it's
knew how to
not your
comfort
fault.
you, but I do not.
Will you help me?
Yes.
Can you help me from this hut, or do we need to be in your grove? Because we have other stuff we kind of got to take care of too, and I don't know that we have a lot of time to sit.
Well, the training will be quite destructive. So if there's anything you don't want broken in your hut, perhaps we should do it outside.
Okay, but it can be anywhere outside?
I suppose.
Okay. I feel like this is the thing we should get everybody's vote on about where we're going to be, because we have many problems to solve. But at the very least, we will take you to your grove if there's anything you need there. I'm going to go... I don't know what Tsetseliya will do in this moment. She's gonna go. I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna go into the bathroom, and it's not actually because she needs to use the mercy closet. It's just that, like, I don't know if you've ever had one of those days where you just need to go find a bathroom stall and like put your head in your hands and potentially cry very quietly, but at the very least just have a little quiet. That's the moment she's in. Maybe or maybe not using the bathtub too. So she's just gonna go in there.
Okay. Yep. Skaha stands there, and she looks over at Caliph.
Have you seen all the house yet?
No.
Well, allow me to show you around upstairs.
Don't show her the bathroom. Don't show her the bathroom.
I'll show you everywhere except the
She
bathroom.
glances over at the green curtain, and then she looks back to you, and she's like, "Very well.
Okay.
Lead the way." So upstairs, finally a scene happens upstairs. Yeah, see, there's okay. So the upstairs is a little smaller than the downstairs because it looks like a tiered cake, right? There's a boom, and then boom, smaller piece on top. So Rogar is up here, and Sarshan came up here to talk to him. So this is a little bit before Caliph and Skaha show up.
Just move her back down.
All right. And so Rogar, what's going on up there? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, what is Rogar is just like he's just kind of sitting on his hammock or his whatever it is, sort of just rocking a little bit and
I mean, there is a chair there by the fire, so
sadly singing a Sharinlar hymn to himself. Sharinlar is the best. She's better than all the rest. I don't know. I don't know what a Sharinlar hymn would be.
So you hear Sarshan's voice from behind you and says, "You know, you should just tell them."
That Sharinlar is the best. I already have like 538 times now.
He's perched up on the barrel like a hunting wolf. No, whatever secret you're carrying around, because secrets are poison, Rogar. And you look really sick.
Aye, secrets are poison, but sometimes, like, you have to take the poison so that nobody else gets the poison and everybody else is okay. Like,
He hops down from the barrel and walks over closer to the fire. He's thinking. You could see the wheels turning in his head. And then he looks over at you and he says, "I'm very strong. You should tell me. I can bear some of the poison too."
that's the thing about a secret. If you tell one person, it's not a secret anymore.
I know, but that makes it less poisonous. It dilutes it.
But then it poisons the other person. And this is a poison that if... I feel weird talking about poisons, but if this is a poison that could talk, then if it talked, then everybody would be poisoned.
It can't possibly be that bad, Rogar. Just tell me.
I cannot. but
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed. I can't. I'm pretty sure the secret doesn't want me to talk about the secret.
The secret doesn't want you to. Oh.
Oh, what?
He just starts making this growling sound.
Why are you growling? That's scary.
Okay, and downstairs and walking up the stairs, Caliph, you hear this crashing sound. And you look out the window to see Rogar falling out past the side of the hut.
Okay.
And then
Whoa.
Darshan leaping out after him.
Okay.
Does he catch him?
And that's
Jump out
the
the window.
cliffhanger we're going to end on for tonight.
Wait, what?
Okay.
So, yeah. So, thank you very much. I have been Eric Scott DeB, the DM of this campaign. My sergeant just shoved Rogar out the window and then leaped out after him. And we're going to see how that resolves. Next time we are to the Witch Hut camp. Thanks for watching the stream. We're continuing with the split party, and I believe we'll be back in Rashomon next week, but you know, that's still
That's the
something that
plan.
we're deciding. That's the plan
No,
currently.
that's the plan.
Okay, that's the plan. Everybody's down with that plan.
Inject more
Okay.
uncertainty into this. People don't need
Rashomon
it.
next week. Yeah. And Erin's going to be back DMing that game. But for the moment, she has been a player in this game, and she will take it away. Erin.
You can find me on Twitter at Erin M. Evans. You can watch me this Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific for Idle Champions Presents Court of the Raven Queen, the big finale. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but oh my god, it's a lot. So we'll find out whether Havilar survives. You can also watch me on twitch.tv/CNE Games, which is the channel for that previously mentioned show, for Champions of Lore at 11 a.m. Pacific on Wednesdays with B. Dave Walters and Trevor Bettis, where I talk about the lore behind the game. Our sponsor, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Check them out at idlechampions.com.
Hi, I've been Emily Ting. Thank you tonight to our moderators and to Ying Ying, looking behind the curtains. And thank you all for watching us and letting us add more weird teeth into the witch house. Which I don't
Just Caliph putting teeth in the windows
Uh-huh.
all along the sill.
What is every blue? I keep getting bones replacing bits and pieces of my house slowly. Yeah. I'm Randy Henderson. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you. Please do again check out the relief fund for the aid to the Ukrainian people. And check out. Come back next week for further adventures in Rashomon. Join us on the Discord to chat about all of this and more, and check out our website. If you're new to the stream, you'll find lots of great info there. All right, thank you everybody, and have a great week. Stay scrawly.